At Moody Studios, this is News Talk Sports 94.9. WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph. Depend on us. The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. Just past 7. It's Wednesday, January 3rd. Welcome to it. We've got a pretty decent day ahead of us. Small chance for some snow with some clouds. A high of only 35. And later on tonight, it's going to be snowy as well, but only a little bit of snow. But they say it's going to stick.
Okay.
So that I'm excited about that.
You have to go find the salt.
Yes, the salt and the shovel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The shovel, too. I
Gotta
know
make
where
sure
that
you
is.
got that.
Darn it.
Jocelyn has some sort of, I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if she's one with the moon and the stars and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's witchcraft.
Uh-huh.
But she is able to basically control the weather because she's like, if I put the shovel away, then the snow comes.
Yes.
But if I put the shovel by the door, no snow.
Oh.
Like when you're actually prepared for it, that's when it doesn't happen.
So where's your shovel right now?
It's in limbo.
Because you said you wanted it to snow.
It's kind of in between right now. I didn't move it at all, but it's sitting over by the shed. It's on the outside of the shed.
Okay.
So on the other side of the yard. So away from the door, but it's still out and ready.
Okay.
So I don't know what you call that. It's kind of in the middle. It's in limbo.
So it may snow, it may not.
It might not.
May stick, may not.
But I did wear my Aspen mountain sweater.
Yeah, look at that. That's fancy.
Yeah. So I am
quarter zip with fleece.
Mm-hmm. So you can see that on our live stream if you're watching over there. But lots of things to get to this morning. Let's find out what's happening in the news. WSJM News is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See GoMichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. Set for mid-February at Lake Michigan College's Mendel Center is the second annual Michigan Black Summit. Neighbors Organizing Against Racism Director Trenton Bowens tells us they've lined up some prestigious guests this year. The keynote speaker will be Dr. Ken Harris, president of the Michigan Black Business League.
Dr. Ken Harris represents the National Business League, which partnered with the Michigan Black Chamber of Commerce. He will be discussing economics and Black empowerment on the business sector and how do we move forward.
Dr. Harris will speak on February 16. Bowen says they'll also welcome financial guru Gail Perry Mason on the 17th. She'll hold a fireside chat about investing. Later that evening, they will have a gala.
Saturday evening, we have the headliner from Shalimar, Howard Hewitt, and we have local bands, and then we have the 90s R&B group, Public Announcement.
Money raised during the gala will go to the Berrien County Bail Fund, which is paying the bail of those arrested for non-serious offenses in Berrien County. It's a new program announced by Neighbors Organizing Against Racism late last year. Bowen says 4 mayors from around the state will also be at the summit. You can get your tickets for $25 online. More information about that story is at WSJM.com. This is Radon Action Month, and the Berrien County Health Department is spreading awareness about the gas and the dangers it poses. Department Environmental Health Services Manager Nick Margaritis tells us the radon is a radioactive gas that occurs naturally. It leaks up from the ground, and when exposed, it can cause health problems.
It can cause lung cancer, is the second leading cause after smoking in the U.S. that is caused by radon.
The gas has no color, no taste, no smell. The only way to watch out for it is to test for it. Margaritis says that's why the health department is giving out radon test kits this month. The kits don't work the same way as smoke or carbon monoxide detectors.
It comes in an envelope. You open it up. You let it sit in the home for up to 7 days, and then you send it into a company for analysis.
Margaritis says if radon is found in a home, work can be done in the basement or foundation to mitigate. The Berrien County Health Department normally sells the radon kits for $10. This month, they are free. Anyone can stop by the health department office in either Benton Harbor or in Niles to pick one up. 2024 is the 50th anniversary of the Coloma St. Joseph KOA campground. in Benton Harbor, and owners say a celebration is in order, so that's exactly what they're going to do. Camp owner Mark Lemoyne tells us the campground was started by Ginter and Ursula Banson in 1974 when they first purchased the property.
Took an old blueberry field, turning it into a campground of 40 acres. And since my wife and I have bought it in 2016, we now host literally 15,000 guests from all over the United States and as many as 15 international countries each year.
Lemoyne says for the 50th anniversary, the campground will make a 50-cent donation to charity for every night that a guest stays.
First and foremost, my wife and I, feeling blessed with our growing small business, are going to be making a donation to Care Camps, which is a charity that is near and dear to our heart that raises money to help kids with cancer enjoy a specialized oncology camp.
The camp usually sees about 12,000 campers in a season, meaning a roughly $6,000 donation to Care Camps is likely. Also in 2024, some improvements are being made to the campground as it turns 22 sites into a deluxe RV camping area. So you can get your deluxe RV in there.
Back it up.
Yeah. Boop, boop. Lemoyne says they're going to hold a weekend bash in August. Campers from all over are invited to stay at the Coloma St. Joseph KOA campground this summer. As Lemoyne notes, it has everything from mini golf to pickleball, so keeping it modern.
Pickleball
in the WSJM newsroom. I'm Ken Lundberg.
Mark didn't tell me about the pickleball. I'm gonna have to make that happen. Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll catch you up with sports. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Israel is on high alert for an escalation of tensions with Hezbollah after a senior Hamas leader was killed in a Beirut drone strike. Former President Trump's legal team officially appealing to Maine's Supreme Court, trying to overturn the decision by Secretary of State Shenna Bellows to keep him off the ballot there. Bellows says she was just doing her job.
I reviewed the weight of the evidence in the hearing and made the determination that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment does apply to the president, and that the events of January 6th were not only tragic.
Hey, good morning, everyone that's watching on our live stream. We've got Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill, as well as Diane.
Hello,
good
Diane.
Morning.
Good morning.
And we will have Congressman Tim Walberg.
That's
a
right.
Bit later on.
Yeah, he's going to join us on this live stream.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder if we can get exclusive talk with him as well.
Ooh.
Huh? So anyway, it feels like the news is just building up. Tons and tons of stuff. I mean, it's early in the new year.
Right.
Everyone's excited to talk.
I thought everybody'd be on Christmas break still.
Kids are. Students are.
With news. They would just be like, all right, it's the new year. Let's just let's hold off a little bit. But no.
Slow down and give people a chance to warm into the year. Nope.
Definitely not.
Nope.
How's everybody's morning going? Any New Year's resolutions that anybody has come up with or has already broken by this time?
Already broken.
I think mine are going all right.
I thought you didn't make any resolutions.
I didn't really make any, but I made some, goals.
Oh, okay.
So they're not really resolutions. They're just like, yeah, I'd like to do this and make sure this is, eating better, or except for yesterday I had 2 cheeseburgers. So
at once?
Oh yeah.
Like in one
meal? Sitting. Oh, absolutely.
2 cheeseburgers.
2 cheeseburgers. You got to have 2 cheeseburgers.
Are we talking about like big cheeseburgers?
No, they were like drive-through cheeseburgers. Yeah.
Like McDonald's drive-through cheeseburgers?
It was from Sonic.
Oh.
Actually.
Okay.
We were down in Mishawaka getting, the funny part was we were getting groceries and then we were like, ooh, hungry right now. Can't wait till we get home. So gonna grab this. But got the other healthy things out of the way. It's like, you know what? That's what they do. They put the fast food place right across the street from the store.
They kind of do.
And it's like, oh, you picked up the groceries? How about a snack? You want a snack?
We did the same thing. We went grocery shopping, and then on the way back from grocery shopping, as a treat to ourselves, we stopped at Steak and Shake.
Ooh, to get a milkshake?
For milkshakes, yes. And for, I chose onion rings, but Stephanie got fries.
Nice.
Yeah. But milkshake, do you have a favorite flavor?
I will say I've always been a fan of the Jamocha shake.
Whoa.
From
what is
Arby's,
that?
From Arby's.
What's in
Classic Jamocha shake. I don't know. Jamochas.
That comes from the Jamocha tree?
From the Jamocha tree. From, Yeah.
I hate unripe Jamochas.
Right, exactly. It's perfect for me because it starts with a J, so it's Jamocha.
Jamocha shake. Let's
Yeah, I don't
see.
know. It's been around for a long time.
What?
It's like their staple. You know,
What
you've got
flavor is Jamocha? The flavors of chocolate and coffee were made to go together. And that's what the Jamocha is. So it's chocolatey coffee treat.
Yeah.
See, and we were talking about coffee and chocolate earlier today, and you said, "Ooh, that's bitter." No, you
No,
drink it in a milkshake.
It's bitter if it's dark chocolate with espresso. Two pretty on
Those
the
are
bitter
pretty
side of
yeah.
things.
Could be. But the I don't know what was going on.
Is there a lot of sugar in there, even though it's dark chocolate?
75 grams total carbs.
Oh, is this my Jamocha shake?
This is your Jamocha shake, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ooh, a medium Jamocha shake, 570 calories.
Okay.
I don't know, I know what that means, but I don't know what that means.
What I did was I ran on a treadmill while
you were
drinking the shake. So it's empty calories.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Just burns right through you. Diane, you've never tried that before? The Jamocha shake, you got to try it. This is not an endorsement for Arby's, but I do love the Jamocha shake. Yeah.
Well,
that was because that's where I got the sauces. They didn't have my sauces in the bag.
Do they offer curly fries this time of the morning? And milkshakes?
Good question.
I'm sensing something.
Quick drive down.
Yeah, we'll just go down
just
there.
Right around the corner.
Maybe on your way in tomorrow.
There you go. I don't think they're open that early.
No, that's too bad.
So, but anyways, all right, let's get back to the show here.
.org.
Light lake effect snow likely today, highs in the mid-30s. We'll see light snow continue tonight as we drop to the mid-20s. Accumulations look light around an inch or less. There could be a few slick spots. Thursday morning could feature a few lingering flurries, otherwise staying dry. Tomorrow will be cool, highs low 30s. Staying in the mid to upper 30s through the weekend. Isolated snow or rain is possible Saturday. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
Hi, this is Pat Moody, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Jonny Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email letstalk@WSJM.com. We are streaming live on our Facebook, YouTube, and X if you want to come hang out with us. And maybe soon we'll be on Instagram, MySpace, Friendster, AOL Instant Messenger. I don't know. We're just trying to get
Prodigy.
Yeah.
Will we make Prodigy?
Is that a thing?
That used to be a thing.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, I think it was before AOL.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What did you do on that one?
You had to tap stones together to make signals like Morse code. No, it was basically just a bulletin board.
It's just you in your backyard. Your social media. It's just you in your backyard sending smoke signals to your neighbors. Oh, what did he say? Oh, yeah. All right. He said, "Come on over at 7." All right, cool.
Prodigy.
But speaking of social media, you remember MySpace, the guy Tom, who was like your first friend, and actually you couldn't get rid of Tom. Tom was the CEO,
like a chatbot type thing.
Well, no, he was a real guy.
Oh.
He was the creator of MySpace, and when you started your MySpace, your first friend was Tom from MySpace. And then I think at one point Tom ended up maybe working for Facebook or one of the other different social media. So I don't know if anybody knows what happened to Tom from MySpace. I'm curious. But another social media guy, Mark Zuckerberg.
You
from
miss Tom,
Facebook.
don't you?
I do miss Tom. I would send Tom messages just like, "Hey man, how you been? What's up?"
Would he get back to you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
He'd say, "Please stop. User, please stop emailing
Your
me."
account is no longer active.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime you tried to delete Tom, he'd be like, "Nope, your account must have this guy as your friend." But Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, Meta, Instagram, all of the social medias. What's he been up to lately?
Well, we've seen this probably for the last 3 weeks. Wired magazine. You ever read Wired magazine?
I do if it's at the doctor's office. Yeah. Or if somebody happens to have a copy, then yeah.
Their online investigative journalists had been trying for quite some time to figure out what Zuckerberg was doing in Hawaii because he owns property out there. In 2014, he started buying land parcels on the northeast side of Kauai. And constructed big walls to block the view of anything going on in there. So
Weird.
Wired magazine said, "Hey, we want to know what's going on with
Sure.
Meta's CEO." So they filed a bunch of FOIAs, Freedom of Information Act disclosures, and they finally figured it out and found out what he's doing. And the news is basically that Zuckerberg is building what a lot of people are terming a doomsday bunker.
What?
In Hawaii. Yeah.
So like Bond villain
type of structure. Yep.
Structure base in a hideout inside of a volcano.
Reportedly, they are constructing a 5,000 square foot underground bunker on their Hawaii ranch. The facility is designed to be self-sufficient in energy and food, and it's part of they already have 1,400 acres out there on their Kualu Ranch. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they've got 1,400 acres. So they built a 5,000 square foot underground structure. The bunker's entrance will feature a metal door filled with concrete, which is obviously standard in your bomb shelter bunker construction.
Duh.
Got to have those.
Right.
Yeah. It's hidden behind a 6-foot wall. It's heavily guarded and patrolled. The construction workers have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So if anyone stops them and says, "Hey, what are you building?" they can't say for penalty of a lawsuit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So the ranch overall is still under development. It's expected to include over a dozen buildings with 30 bedrooms and bathrooms, 2 independent mansions, 11 tree houses, a fitness center, guest houses, and operational buildings. So it sounds like it's going to be a company retreat.
11 tree houses?
11 tree houses.
I didn't even have one growing up, and this guy has 11?
11 tree houses. This is what happens. This should be a warning to parents.
Yeah.
If you don't allow your child to have a tree house growing up, they may one day become a billionaire, own a social media company, buy a bunker in Hawaii, and 11 tree houses.
No, this is another warning of this guy makes way too much money in order to make all this stuff. Why is he doing this right now? Like, is he freaking out about something?
That's what's unclear. The underground shelter's purpose is unclear. Although Kauai County has historically encouraged homeowners to build hurricane-resistant safe rooms.
Okay.
So maybe if they're thinking hurricane or tsunami or something along those lines, Zuckerberg, I'm sure his advisors say, "You're kind of important. We don't want to see you lost to a tsunami or a hurricane. So if you're going to spend time out there and we're going to have employees and the heads of the company that you own out there, let's build a nice underground retreat that can be sustainable for a few days until the emergency crews can clear stuff." So maybe that's it.
Maybe, or it's like the theory I had before is that all these billionaires are trying to become real life Bond villains. And right now, Zuckerberg kind of came out of nowhere on me, and I thought, the two leaders were Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos because they were both in the let's build a moon base.
You got to have a series. You got to have several villains because you knock one down there, it's got to be at least a couple others.
So in the Bond series, you've got, the guys that have the moon bases, and then now you've got the people that have the volcano bases. So yeah, that's wow.
Yeah. I've been scouring the Wired article for ever since it came out, and there are no pictures. I see no pictures except for the wall. So you can't see what's inside the compound.
That's so weird.
I want to see. I mean, let's fly a drone over there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that drone will get shot down.
They probably have it locked down so you can't fly drones.
Yeah, and it's where are you going to buy a drone that's not probably owned by Meta?
Oh, good
in
point.
some way.
Yeah. Yeah, no Facebook streaming there.
That's crazy, man. Jeez.
What do they know that we don't know?
Well, and that's my other question is, with most people that have billions of dollars, you try to keep up with the other people that have billions of dollars. So what's next? Are they going to build, is some Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or insert other billionaire going to build something on like Antarctica or the North Pole or somewhere in the middle of nowhere? But Hawaii is a good spot.
Yeah.
Taking up some nice real estate though.
I suppose. Yeah, really nice real estate.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie yet, Leave the World Behind?
No.
This is the one that's produced in part by the Obamas.
I have not seen that one.
Basically, I mean, you think about underground bunkers and end of the world and that kind of stuff. That's kind of what Leave the World Behind is about. And so a lot of people are speculating, maybe the former president's giving us some hints, some tips. Maybe Zuckerberg saw it and said, "Oh, got to build a bunker."
Who's in that one?
Actually, Julia Roberts.
Oh, really?
Ethan Hawke.
Oh, I saw some behind the scenes special effects stuff.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah,
they all do very well. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
I really
saw Mahershala Ali. He was running from like a tidal wave.
Yeah,
and he ran into a building or whatever, and there's just water everywhere. So
yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
not getting good reviews right now, though.
Really, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
According to
it's unsettling. I'll give you that.
Let's see, Rotten Tomato. I don't know
what
Rotten
do they say?
Tomatoes, but at least Google reviews.
Oh, what do they know?
Not so good.
It's Google.
It's like 1.9.
Really?
I don't know if that's out of 10 or out of 5. Maybe that's out of 5. Anyways, we got a busy show today. Lots to get to. Congressman Wahlberg will be joining us not only on the show, but also you'll be able to see him on the live stream if all technically goes right. What
do you mean if all technically goes right?
You cross your fingers anytime you're connected with somebody.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, we will get our tech team on that, and we'll be connected with him in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. Also catch you up with news, sports, and your Bloomberg Market Minute all next.
At Sturgis Bank, it's our people that make the difference. Meet Stephanie Timmer, commercial lender for Van Buren County.
I grew up in South Haven.
It's a 1.9 rating out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten 10,000 ratings, and there are some 5s. There are a bunch of 5s. Oh no. This first review says, "What a disgrace to the movie industry." That's not very nice.
Not good.
I liked it.
That's on Netflix?
No, this is it is on Netflix. It's on Netflix. But I mean, I appreciate the actors in it. Kevin Bacon was in it. He had a smaller part.
Yeah, that what is it? Is it Mahershala Ali?
Yeah, he's
that
good.
actor. Man, he's good in everything.
He's really good.
I guess he's supposed to be, and I don't know when they're going to actually start filming it. They keep pushing it back, but he was going to be Blade.
Oh,
in a new Marvel movie. So
they're reinventing the character Blade, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Made famous, well, of course, in the comic books, but in the films,
great film.
Wesley Snipes had 3 of those movies.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I enjoy those. I enjoy a decent vampire movie. Like one of my favorites, guilty pleasure movies to watch all the time is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
The guy that plays Abraham Lincoln, does a fantastic job, and then the supporting cast that he has is fun.
I don't know what it is, but I have reluctance on vampire and zombie movies just because it feels like they've been done so many times. But I do find if they do it well, it's so good.
Yeah, but like zombie movies like World War Z, if you've ever seen that one,
no,
Brad Pitt,
stayed away from that.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid movie. So, well, I would say Resident Evil's that counts as zombie movie / video game movie.
I mean, that started as a video game, right?
Right. Yeah.
No, I haven't watched that one.
No, that one's there's like a bunch of them. Bill says, "I love Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter." Yep. Yeah.
It's good. Recommended.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got going on? Hawaii. Hawaii is not the place I would hide, says Bill. Yeah, right. Because I mean, it takes forever to get there. Then you're surrounded by water.
Well, when you were talking about the acreage, isn't like, well, it's got to be a pretty good size island because I know there's so many of them over there. But when you said 1,400 acres, I'm like, man, there's that much to spare. I'd figured that other people, not only rich people, but other people would have bought up a lot of that real estate.
Well, I mean, when you're
Zuckerberg, he probably, it's one of those knock on your door and, oh, the house isn't for sale. It's always for sale.
Well, wasn't Oprah getting a lot of pushback because she was buying up a lot of acreage as well?
In Hawaii? I'm not sure.
Yeah, in Hawaii. Let's see. The 10 largest landowners in Hawaii. Obviously, the state of Hawaii is number 1. U.S. federal government number 2. Schools are number 3. Then you've got the Parker Ranch, the Robinson family, and Larry Ellison
The Robinson family, Swiss family Robinson?
I don't know, but they own 101,000 acres.
Wow.
Larry Ellison owns 89,000 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that is big by Hawaii standards.
Definitely.
Yeah. Texas standards is probably pretty small.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like there's, I'm sure multiple ranch owners are probably owned quite a lot.
Mm.
All right, we got their Bloomberg Market Minute going right now. I'm going to turn another light on.
Huh. Which one?
I can't see.
Which one?
Yeah.
This one?
No, the other one. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're cooking.
You can see now?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
All right, we got your Bloomberg Market Minute going on right now. We'll get to news, sports. Congressman Wahlberg will join us here in about the next 10 minutes. And I will be setting a timer to make sure we don't talk to him for too long because, he's busy. He's a busy guy. Plus, we got a busy show today. All right, let's get back to it.
Okay.
Some major streaming services have canceled at least 3 of them over the past 2 years. Some services, though, may be willing to make concessions to keep you as a customer. It was a mixed day on Wall Street yesterday. The Dow was up just a hair, while the NASDAQ and S&P both ended the day down. Futures are lower this morning. I'm Dan Schwartzman, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, and we're going to get some snow today, they say. Possible chance for that happening, and maybe some of it sticking. 20% chance for some snow, high 35 later tonight, down to 25. Let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Some of the stories that we're following for you today locally. Benton Township is making room for new manufacturers. The Benton Township Board of Trustees has approved an industrial facilities tax exemption for a Cornerstone Alliance project to construct a spec building to house manufacturers at 1264 North Crystal Avenue. At the township's Tuesday meeting, Cornerstone's Zachary Vaughn said the organization has sold the property to Copper Rock Construction out of Grand Rapids to eventually build a 100,000 square foot facility. It would be ready-made for businesses to move into. They're going to start the project probably in May. Phase 1 will be about 12,500 square feet. The Manitowoc is back on its way, having left St. Joseph Harbor early Tuesday after being talk of the town on Monday for getting stuck briefly Monday afternoon. St. Joseph Harbor Master Michael Moran tells us he was watching as the freighter ran into mechanical problems pulling into the harbor. He credits the technical expertise of the crew for getting it out of the situation, dropping off its more than 15,000 tons of gravel and heading back out. They cleared the St. Joseph Channel just after midnight on Tuesday. January is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and look for the Michigan State Police motor carrier officers to be out there raising awareness. They are teaming up with officers from across the nation and Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance to raise awareness of human trafficking. State police say January 8th through the 12th, the motor carrier officers will join with their colleagues and Truckers Against Trafficking to educate drivers about the signs of human trafficking and to enforce laws that crack down on traffickers. They will make information available at truck stops and rest areas so people know how to spot and report human trafficking. We have more information on that at our website, WSJM.com. In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Sports coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. Because there's not much snow, the Tequamanon Country Sled Dog Race has been canceled. It was scheduled to take place this weekend in Newberry. In a Facebook post, the race says they have less than an inch of snow and their first priority is to have a safe race for dogs and their mushers, and they can't achieve that with conditions as they are. There hasn't been much snow in Michigan this winter, and that's a problem if you're getting ready to put on a ski jumping competition. That's the case in Ishpeming in the North Central UP for the 137th annual ski jumping tournament put on by the Ishpeming Ski Club. It's National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and Michigan State Police are teaming up with truck drivers to put an end to it. Investigators are working with Truckers Against Trafficking to educate drivers about the signs of human trafficking. Commander Patrick Morris says Truckers are crucial to stopping trafficking. Tonight's Mega Millions, 20 million. I'm Beth Fisher for the Michigan News Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver.
Mega Millions, only $20 million.
Poppycock.
Chump change.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. You never hear about those people that, when it's like $20 million, you never hear that, oh, this person won. It just says, oh, it got reset. Or you really only hear about it when it's 700 and what was it? What did it end up being? 840, and then somebody walked away with like 420 something.
Well, if they took the cash option, or if they take the cash option, $425 million. I didn't see that they'd come forward yet. I don't think they have.
I don't know.
Let's see. Michigan Powerball winner. Yeah, still no, but they did interview the guy at Food Castle.
I saw that. I saw that on the news this morning. The guy was probably pretty excited because the places
he gets a cut, right?
Yeah, the places that sell those winning tickets, they get, I don't know if it's a flat fee or a flat thing, or if they get some sort of percentage, but that's a big payday for them too.
Yeah. A couple of people won the power play for $2 million a piece. One winner in Florida, one winner in Texas. How funny if you match 5 numbers, you win the
and you don't get the Powerball?
And you get the power play, so you get $2 million.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I won the Powerball. No, how much you get? 425 million? No, they got 2 million.
Yeah, no, just 2 million.
Yeah, and I had to give half of that to taxes.
That'd be the hard part, though. Is when you're going through your ticket and you're like, oh, I got that number right. Oh, I got that number right. Oh, I got that number right. And then you get all the way to the end, and you're like, oh, I didn't get that number. Oh, it's like, I got all of them except for the Powerball, or all of them except one. That would hurt, man.
Yeah.
I'm still winning something, but I was this close to winning it all.
If you won the lottery, if you won $425 million cash, would you build a bunker in Hawaii?
No, it's too hot over there.
Too hot. It's sweet. It's like maximum 88 degrees.
I guess
it's like 82 degrees every day.
But it's a wet heat.
No,
it's really humid over there.
No, it's so nice.
No, it's humid. People are sweating every time I watch anything from, like cop shows.
You just don't want to fly over the water. That's what it is.
No, I don't want to do that. Cop shows, any movies from Hawaii, and anything Hawaii based.
Dog Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Great show. It's always everybody's sweating. Everybody's always sweating, and they're just like they're dirty because the wind blows. And the dirt just sticks to them.
Those darn tropical fruits are getting in their way.
Yeah.
The flowers are stinking
They're just
up the
hot
place.
and sweaty. I don't want that.
Hawaii is so beautiful.
I'm sure
you would love it there.
I'm sure I would absolutely love it.
It's gorgeous.
I guess if I had a bunker, it's underground.
See, the temperature's
the temperature's colder down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be fun.
Everyone's sweaty.
Yeah, they're always sweaty over there. I don't like it. I don't like sweating.
Iceland is nice. Go to Iceland.
I would love to go to Iceland. My brother had gone to Norway recently.
That's right. Did he bring anything back?
I don't know, because I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll be seeing him.
Where was he at Christmas?
In his home in North Carolina.
Oh, he didn't come up?
No, he's coming up later this month.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if he brought anything from his trip, but we'll have to wait and see.
Like canned fish or something like that.
Canned fish?
Yeah. I mean, they catch it fresh.
Right.
And then they preserve it immediately. At least they should be.
No. Yeah.
Hi, Teresa.
Good morning, Teresa.
We got a good morning.
All right. We'll get back to the show, and we will see if Congressman Tim Walberg will be joining us.
And we don't need to do anything special there, do we? To bring him in?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I need
nothing 2024 related.
I think I just had.
Did you get a new mouse?
No, this is my backup. This is my backup mouse that I bought. That I somehow got 2 of them, even though I bought one.
Okay.
And this ended up being my backup mouse. Thing I don't like is the clicks are really loud.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at those clicks. Those are loud clicks.
Huh.
So, anyways.
Yeah, mine doesn't click.
I should have asked for a soft click.
Speaking of double deliveries, one of my sons wanted a fishing reel for Christmas, It was ordered from Amazon, and 2 showed up.
Nice.
He was extremely pleased.
Nice. Did he get charged for just one?
Got charged for just 1.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what happened with my mouse. And I've had this happen before where I've gotten doubles of something, and I don't know if it's because Amazon's so big, but I've gone to return it, or I'll send an email saying, "Hey, I got 2 of them," and depending on what the item is, if it's a low cost like $10-15, they're just like, just keep it.
Well, if it's like Sears, they probably have some policy that says anything that comes back has to be sorted, has to be checked out, has to be inspected, and then it has to be sold at a different price. And so it's easier for them to say, just keep it.
Just it's sorry,
donate
it's
it to charity or something
our mess
like
up,
that.
but hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
So bonus. We got a bonus mouse. Your son got bonus
fishing
things.
reel.
Fishing reel.
Yep.
Little backup. All right. All right, so we'll get back to the show here in just a moment, and we'll keep our eye on if Tim Wahlberg will be joining us on our live stream. Well,
when he will be joining
you booked him, so
yeah, he should be joining us.
So I don't know if he's joining us right at 7:40 or what, but
probably
we shall see.
Maybe he's
Cool,
watching right
highs
now.
low 30s, staying in the mid to upper 30s through the weekend. Isolated snow or rain is possible Saturday. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can join us on our live stream. We are on our Facebook, YouTube, and X if you want to see behind-the-scenes exclusive content that is, free. You don't have to pay for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
You don't have to pay for it right now.
Oh.
Someday.
No.
Someday
never.
I got to get paid in some way. So it may not be money. It may just be like cookies or a bag of candy.
Stop it.
Something like that. We'll figure out the compensation later. But a little bit later on this morning, maybe here in the next couple of minutes, I don't know, we'll keep our eye on our live stream because Congressman Tim Wahlberg should be joining us. Unless, I know he's been very busy with a lot of different things going on. So I don't know if we got bumped or not from his list of people.
I told him 7:40. It's only
7:39. 7:39 and 39 seconds. But other things to get to this morning real quick. I was looking at this with streaming services.
Yeah.
One of my New Year's resolutions, even though I really didn't make it, it was more of I think I'm going to cut down on some of the streaming services.
Oh, yeah. So apparently people are doing that.
A lot of people are doing that. They say about a quarter of Americans are getting rid of some of the streaming services. New surveys said that quarter of people are getting rid of those. At least they're saying they're getting rid of at least 3 of their streaming services, and it's mainly because of the cost. $9.99 a month is fine until you're paying for it 10 times every month with all the different streaming services. However, a small percentage of those people do come back to those streaming services later on. So Netflix, I got rid of that. Did I? I didn't get.
You didn't really
I didn't get
rid
of it. It was back when Netflix decided, yeah, you're not supposed to be able to share passwords with anybody, and if you do share the password or share logins, you're going to have to pay for it.
That's right.
And I said, not doing that. So right now, I don't know, how many streaming services do you have?
Too many
for watching.
There's Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I pay something to Peacock.
Yep.
Not sure why. There's Netflix. We have YouTube TV instead of cable.
Oh,
because I cut the cable a long time ago.
Yeah. But that can get pretty pricey,
You know what
right?
I found yesterday was Google has some streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like they offer 118 channels. What they say is for free. For free.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know that.
And then I saw that another thing with streaming services is that Amazon, a lot of people are getting mad about Amazon Prime. I'm looking, it looks like he's still connecting.
Okay.
So we'll give it just a moment.
Okay.
People with Amazon Prime are getting a little upset because did you see they're going to start putting ads in there?
I did see that. I was disappointed to see that.
Yeah. I already paid quite a lot of money for this whole thing. Why do I have to deal with ads?
Yeah,
but
they got to support their model.
Yeah,
they got to continue bringing the quality programming, which costs money,
Mhm.
and apparently the subscription fee isn't covering it. So
Definitely not.
Something's out of whack there.
Let's see. Let's do a quick check live on the air to see if
Bring him in. Maybe he's just not got his camera there.
It won't let me click to bring him in.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's hanging out in the background. How about we'll take a quick break and see if he can connect here in just a moment, or check in. Like I said, maybe I jinxed it.
Oh boy.
I said our tech team's going to make sure we keep it all connected. But we'll see if we can connect with Congressman Tim Walberg here in just a moment. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
There is a place in Southwest Michigan where a fresh and innovative daily brunch and dinner menu will delight you, where craft cocktails and extensive wine and beer options will excite you, and where the
Okay.
All right. Let's try it.
You want to bring him into the
2,
stream?
1. Hello, sir.
Congressman Tim Walberg.
How are you this morning?
Can you hear us all right?
Hey.
He can't hear us.
No, can't hear us?
It's
not working.
Hang on.
We're trying something on the audio here.
Let's see.
Your signal looks great.
Yeah, should.
Here, can you send him a message? Something about turn his speaker up or something?
Yeah. All right, let's see. Beauty of
yeah, for those of you on the live stream, you're seeing us try to work through a technical issue here.
Yeah, should be able to hear us just fine. I wonder if he doesn't have a speaker turned up. All right, can you hear us now?
No.
Weird. All right. Well,
you want to have him call in?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. Let's go off here, and then I'll get the number to him.
All right.
We can keep him on the video, though.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, you can find it at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Our team of contributors always on it, keeping you connected with what's going on with Southwest Michigan's business. Our team of contributors always on it, giving you all that information with so many things that are going on, like the Moody on the Move series, a new one with the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Michigan, and our awards program like 40 Under 40, Best Places to Work, and Bold Women of Business. We were trying to connect with Congressman Tim Walberg. We could see him on our live stream, but he could not hear us. So we're still working out the kinks on that, and maybe still be able to connect with him and see what's going on. Should we do another quick check with him just to see?
Yeah, let's try it.
Congressman, are you there? Can you hear us now? Hang on.
We're seeing a refresh happening in the background.
All right.
And a spinning circle.
All right. So the spinning circle. Not a guest that we want right now, but we would like to see Congressman Tim Walberg. But that's the beauty of connecting with
radio.
Technology and live radio. But let's take a quick look at moodyonthemarket.com. What are some of the top stories that we have going on over there?
And then we'll come back and solve it afterwards.
We'll do our best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just this one came up over the holiday break that I thought would be interesting to talk about. State Representative Joey Andrews joining a group of his colleagues to sign a letter to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, asking them to reconsider a permitting change that would lead to the closure of Michigan's only anaerobic digester. I don't even know what an anaerobic digester is. Do you?
I think I need that for my New Year's resolution to lose weight.
Tim Walberg's back. Andrews tells us the Fremont digester keeps organic waste out of landfills and generates clean energy. They process things like agricultural waste, food waste, manure, that sort of stuff. And by capturing the methane, they can convert that into natural gas for heating and electric use. Then on the other side, this particular digester also converts solid waste byproduct into nitrogen and phosphorus, rich material that can be used as a fertilizer. Eagle, a couple of years ago, changed permitting rules that would require the facility to meet clean water standards that it can't meet. That would essentially force it to shut down. Andrews has written a letter saying, you ought to reconsider this because this is a neat technology and we probably need that for the environment. So you can read that full article and see the letter from Joey Andrews at moodyonthemarket.com.
All right. Let's see if we can try this one more time. I don't have his picture, but we'll see if we can hear him. Congressman Wahlberg, are you there? All right. Well, we'll keep working on it, see if we can't get that all figured out. But if you want to check out these stories and more, check out moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. All right. I think we got it worked out here.
Okay, good.
So welcome.
You have Congressman Tim Wahlberg here. Congressman, you hear us now okay?
I can hear you now. It sounded like you were in a fishbowl and garbled before.
Sorry, and thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Let's get right underway because we know you have some time obligations here. One of the things, it's a Happy New Year, by the way.
Yeah.
Anything interesting coming up in Congress this month? One of the things, we saw a number of things. We want to go over the Harvard thing in a moment. Talk about some of the stories that are coming out on one of your speeches in Uganda. But first, we saw something about the national debt going up to $34 trillion, highest ever. What should we think about $34 trillion of debt for the U.S. government?
We should be horrified by that, and horrified by the unwillingness of the Democrat Party to even consider appropriations bills that we are ready to push through the House and over to the Senate to begin reducing our deficit spending. And the only way we get to dealing with the debt and bringing that down is by stopping the deficit spending, reducing inflation, letting the economy grow. And in doing that, we begin to pay off the debt in the process. So that's the challenge. And that's what we're going back to. We're going back to a battle throughout the month of January to pass appropriations bills, spending bills that we have put forward that are closing in on what it was in 2019, pre-COVID spending levels. That's going to mean some significant cuts. We're trying to do it in a priority fashion as opposed to across the board.
But I mean, 34 trillion dollars in debt. I mean, this is not a 1 year, 2 year, 10-year type of proposition to pay off. How do we even start that? Is anyone even thinking about, hey, let's make a payment to our creditors here?
Yeah, the only way you can do that is grow the economy. The only way you can do that is stop the deficit spending. And that's what our proposals are doing. Finally saying, hey, enough's enough. You have to move backwards. You're not going to do overnight. You're absolutely right. You don't pay $34 trillion off overnight. You don't pay it off in 10 years. But you can. You can by appropriate budgeting. You can end the debt spending, the deficit spending in a 10-year cycle. And that's what we're attempting to do. And that's why there's pushback coming from big spenders in Washington, our president included. There are Democrat colleagues of mine who have stood on the floor and said, why are we worried about the debt? We can print our money. Well, that's crazy talk. But that's what some actually are thinking that we can do because we are the United States of America. We have the world's economy in our hands, as it were. Our currency is the world currency. That won't stay that way if we continue to spend like this and not reduce the deficit. And that's where it starts, deficit first, in order to begin to push back on that debt. Because biggest part of that right now is mandatory spending, which is almost 80% of our budget that I've never had a chance to vote on. Just discretionary spending. It's hard enough to cut there. That's where we have to be looking. And that doesn't happen if there's an unwillingness to cut.
Big task in front of you and the members of Congress. We don't envy you on that count. Different topic, Congressman, talking about some of the schools that came before the House Committee on Education and the Workforce. You're a member of that committee, and there was a hearing in, was it October? It was in December of this year.
It was in December.
Yeah,
December
of 2023. And the questions were to those school officials, the university officials, what are your policies on anti-Semitic remarks? We've seen the resignation of 2 of those people who came before your committee so far. You're on that committee. You questioned Claudine Gay, the former Harvard president, about the policies at Harvard. What's your reaction to her resigning yesterday?
It's about time. And sadly, she didn't resign over the fact that she had no moral clarity on genocide relative to Jews. She could not answer that correctly. When I asked her, based upon the motto of the school, Veritas, which means truth, why won't you tell the truth? Why won't you tell the truth to students and expect them to understand very clearly that you don't call out from the river to the sea and see that as acceptable on a college campus, especially in light of the anti-Semitism that's causing Jewish students to stay in the rooms fearful for their lives. Yet what she finally was brought down by was the fact that she wasn't truthful, even going back into her doctoral dissertation when she plagiarized, and ultimately the plagiarism issues got her to resign. That shows the moral depravity of Harvard's board of regents or trustees, whatever they're called, with an unwillingness to push her out for anti-Semitic allowances that went on. But ultimately, the pushback nationally on her plagiarism got it.
What is Congress's role when it comes to university policy?
Well, we spend a lot of money, federal dollars in universities for various programs. We should expect them to be universities of excellence that promote diversity, but that's diversity for all, not the exclusion of some. And that's what's taking place. And I think it's our responsibility to hold their feet to the fire, to put the magnifying glass upon them. And then once that happens, things like this will happen, that leadership will change because the public will decry the fact of what's taking place on university campuses that sadly have been points of indoctrination. Frankly, I think the higher education scene in this country is deplorable. It's been indoctrinating students with lies and deceit, not factual information. It has been not promoting the United States as a great country that has set the tone for the rest of the world for decades now and needs to continue. And that goes with freedom, liberty, and responsibility. And that's not the case in many of our institutions, including major institutions of academia here in Michigan.
We're talking with our area congressman, Tim Walberg. Thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Apologize for the technical difficulties. One of the things that we wanted to ask you about this morning was a speech that you made during a national prayer breakfast in Uganda. There have been some stories coming out. I think they started in December. We're still seeing a couple of them today. The Hill, which is a Capitol Hill publication in Washington, D.C., said your October remarks said you were telling Ugandan leaders to stand firm in the face of international outrage over the passage of a law criminalizing same-sex conduct, including the potential death penalty for individuals convicted of aggravated homosexuality. What should we think about that story?
It's a lie. That's my basic answer. If you go to the video of my presentation, you see I was asked as the former chairman of the National Prayer Breakfast, co-chairman of the National Prayer Breakfast in the United States, to come and give a speech at the Ugandan National Prayer Breakfast. That was my purpose. I was given a theme to speak on. I didn't go there to speak on any laws, any legislation, other than speaking on what they asked me to speak on from Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, with a theme of fear not, repent, and serve the Lord. And that's exactly what I did. I came as the National Prayer Breakfast Movement, the International Prayer Breakfast Movement comes always in the spirit of Jesus to draw people together, not cause disunity. That's what I did. I did not speak to any issues. I spoke to the fact that they need to stand according to God's word. If God's word says it, then stick to it. Others around the world, including the United Nations, the World Health Organization, maybe even the United States and this administration, will oppose you for various reasons. But if God says it, then stand with it. I did not speak to any law. In fact, no one spoke to any law of any of the speakers that day in front of the Ugandan parliamentary individuals, as well as people from all over Africa and Europe and the United States. So this is being put forward by a group that has been against the national and international prayer breakfast movement for years. This was an opportunity they thought they could use, and they're attempting to use it. And their lies are being carried forward by some in the media. And I'm glad you had the guts to ask me about what the truth was. And if anybody wants to look, they can go back and see my exact words and statements. No mention of any law, no mention of anything relative to that law and its impact on any group in society or around the world.
I did watch your remarks, and thank you for making certain that we had the video on that. And I did think it was funny that you wanted to be a yellow Labrador Retriever at one point. But how do you feel about that law itself? If you were to advise Uganda on their law criminalizing same-sex conduct, what would you advise them to do?
They didn't criminalize same-sex conduct, and I think it's because of my advice 13 years ago that discouraged them doing that, discouraged them having a call out any homosexual activity under penalty of law. So no, I think I've had some impact there. I'm not a Ugandan parliamentarian. I was not called to speak on that, but the world needs to know that they have not criminalized the homosexual lifestyle.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you speaking to that, and we've seen your statements in the media just telling folks that there's a lot of misinformation out there and there's some political partisan agenda behind that. So thank you for giving us the information. Anything else that you would talk about? What should we look forward to in the first quarter for 2024 from Congress?
Well, I think the battle is, as I've said, it's going to be over the budget. We have to get that in place, and the border, those two things. The border right now, until the president is willing to deal with the border, which he hasn't, and no one in their right mind would think that this border is secure when you have upwards of 11, 12, 20,000 people coming across in any given day, and then being dispersed all across the United States without any ability to know that they will be brought to a hearing in the future. That isn't a secure border. So that has to be done. We are putting that issue with what we believe are must-pass piece of legislation dealing with Israel, funding for their war effort, as well as Ukraine. Nothing moves forward on those until we get a buy-in, specifically with a plan we've sent to the Senate already, H.R. 2, that secures the border. We know it works because it was used under President Trump, and it did work. They accept that. we move forward well. That's one issue settled, and then the appropriations package has to be settled, and we'll keep working on that.
Yeah, no shutdowns coming anytime soon. Government shutdowns. You're going to work through that.
That's up to the president and Chuck Schumer in the Senate.
Okay.
We've stepped forward. We've given them our proposals. We'll continue to work toward the solution. But if they are unwilling to deal with those key issues, then Chuck Schumer and the president will shut down government.
Congressman Tim Walberg, thanks for joining us this morning. Again, apologies about the technical difficulties. We'll get them worked out for your next visit.
It's Ken's fault. We're blaming it on him.
We'll work that out.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman.
Go Blue.
All right. Yeah, we didn't even ask him about that.
There you go.
Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll catch you up with news, sports, and a whole lot more. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Still hear us? You can hear us? You hear us okay? There you are.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll figure it out on this end.
Yeah, I could see you well. I could finally see myself, but I could not hear you except garbled like in a fishbowl.
What kind of computer are you on?
I'm on an Apple.
Okay. That might be potentially the issue.
Possibly.
Okay. We'll work through it, and I'll work with Mike on it, and we'll get this fixed. Okay.
Good. I look forward to next time.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Congressman.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning, just past 8 o'clock, and today we're going to get some snow possibly. They say cloudy skies, 20% chance for that snow happening, high 35. Later on tonight, we're looking at some clouds and a 20% chance for some snowfall, and some of it might stick. We'll just have to wait and see. Low down to 25. Right now, let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the stories we're following for you today. Benton Township is making room for new manufacturers. The Benton Township Board of Trustees has approved an industrial facilities tax exemption for a Cornerstone Alliance plan to construct a building to house manufacturers at 1264 North Crystal Avenue. At the township's Tuesday meeting, Cornerstone's Zachary Vaughn said the organization has sold the property to Copper Rock Construction out of Grand Rapids to eventually build a 100,000 square foot facility. It would be ready-made for businesses to move into. Vaughn says there are plenty of companies that inquire about locating in Southwest Michigan.
As of last year, 2023, we received over 80 leads, and out of those 80 leads, we responded to just under half of those leads due to the lack of inventory that we have from a facility standpoint for these companies or these projects to actually come through.
Vaughn said having a new location that's ready to go and that also comes with a tax break would be very attractive to businesses.
They're able to come into a turnkey location without doing any building or rehab work on an existing facility, start their operation, continue their operation, and again, move their product.
Trustees were concerned Cornerstone was asking for a 12-year industrial facilities tax abatement on a facility that doesn't have any identified users as of yet. They reached a compromise that included a 10-year, 50% property tax abatement for the first phase of the project, which will be about 12,500 square feet. The work was expected to start in May. Later phases will see the spec building grow. Trustees left the open question of further abatements as more phases take place. The Manitowoc is back on its way, sailing around Lake Michigan, having left St. Joe Harbor early Tuesday. After getting stuck briefly Monday afternoon, St. Joseph Harbor Master Michael Moran tells us he was watching as the freighter ran into mechanical problems as it was pulling into the harbor.
Just saw that they were getting sideways and heard that they were mentioning that they were having issues with their bow thruster, which is a propeller that is mounted sideways on the front of the boat to help them maneuver, and realized that they were going to be sideways in the channel against the bridge and that they were going to have to fix the thruster and get back underway.
The freighter scraped against the protecting fendering around the CSX Railroad Bridge. Moran says it did minimal damage.
Had they actually hit the bridge itself, it would have been bad, but they've got the wooden fendering, which is basically basically like a protective fence around the bridge, specifically for incidents like this, that protects the actual bridge itself.
Moran says the captain and the crew of the ship have a great deal of experience and expertise for problems just like this. They train for when things fail, like bow thrusters. He says it's that experience and training that helped them right the ship and pull it into dock. The Manitowoc then dropped off its more than 15,000 tons of gravel and headed back out, clearing the St. Joe Channel just after midnight on Tuesday. And now that the holidays are over, maybe you're looking to do a trip, a winter adventure somewhere else in Michigan. According to Gaylord Convention and Tourism Bureau Director Paul Beechu, there is a lot to do if you want to drive up north to Gaylord.
We have about 9 cross-country ski and snowshoe trail systems. We have winter rafting. Just really anything that you would want to do for winter in Gaylord.
Now, Beach now says there are also downhill skiing opportunities, snowmobiling, extreme tubing, and other activities. Yeah, extreme tubing.
I'm down with that.
I want to know what it is. Sounds like fun. You should probably wear a helmet.
Yeah. I immediately thought of National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, but that was a snow disc.
When he puts the disc, gets the special food
Greased
additive
up.
On the bottom of it in the WSJM newsroom. Probably not extreme tubing today. I'm Ken Lundberg.
Yeah, we'll get some snow, maybe, they say, but I don't think it's not tubing weather.
Not
just
extreme
yet.
tubing weather?
No.
Okay.
We'll catch you up with sports here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News. All right, everybody on our live stream, thank you so much for sticking around for a little while longer. We will talk to you again tomorrow. Big thanks to Congressman Tim Wahlberg for swinging by and getting on the live stream like 3 or 4 times, and then we finally connected with him.
You know, he was a champion because even though there's a technical difficulty somewhere in the line, he kept trying.
Yeah.
And we got the camera. The camera looked great.
We got him.
He just said our sound was garbled on the other end. So, I don't know.
So
maybe he needs new broadband.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
We could call the broadband committee.
We could make that happen.
Get that prioritized.
But yeah. All right. Well, everybody, have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon.